When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything!
What's going on, everybody? Mac, and you are tuned in live to Romey-Mak's 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything, and I give my 2 cents on that topic. For those of you that have tuned in before, this is the official Romey-Mak's 2 Cents show, and we had the pilot episode a couple of days just to test it out and see how things are going, as far as like getting a feel from an audience perspective about how things should be. But here we are with the first episode, and I was waiting for my my co-host, my guest co-host, my very first co-host, Mr. Evan Hunt of the E&J podcast duo that'll be coming to you as well later on and down the line. But I believe I got him on the air now, so let me tune him in. You on the air?
I'm on the air, man.
All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. For those that didn't listen to before, a little backdrop on myself. 31 years old. I love music. I mean, from everything. And the only person to blame for that would be my father. My father used to play, music, a lot of funk, soul, R&B records. And, I just fell in love with that from like an early age. And I really appreciate him giving me that gift. And it won't ever leave me. That's the connection that me and my pops have together. I love sports. Big 49er fan, Chicago Bulls fan, Miami Marlins fan. I'm kind of all over the place, basically, it seems. But it's because of one being growing up a military brat. You tend to connect with the different things, and also the influence of my older cousin. Whatever he did, I would have done it. It was he was a Niner fan at the time, so I wanted to do that. He was a Bulls fan at the time, so I wanted to do that. But enough about myself. Let's kick it over to my man Evan. Let him tell you a little bit about himself. And it's on you, man.
All right. Well, good morning on a Romey-Mak show. Well, for me, I'm 35 years old, from Detroit. I'm all Detroit, everything. Hey, how's my sound?
Oh, well, I believe you sound good today. No more, no clearing throats or nothing like that, DJ Cool,
All right, well, I had a Hillary Clinton disease. I'm sorry. Anyway. So I'm all Detroit, everything, man. I spent 11 years in the military. It was a way to get out of Detroit. I wanted to escape all the types of trouble that was out there. So I did what I had to do. I'm an avid sports fan. I've been in the sports since I can remember what my team color was, and that's it. Michigan made in blue. That's my people. Detroit thing. I'm talking about Tigers, Red Wings, Lions, Pistons, even the semi-pro Detroit teams. I'm down with them too. But other than that, man, I like to stay on the straight and narrow. My senior year of college right now, majoring in criminal justice, and I'll be going on to law school after that. I know I'm old, but it's got to be done sometime. I gave up my younger years fighting for this country that's having all these issues right now. So that's enough about me. I think me and Romey should get to the top picks.
Okay, let's go. We're going to start off with, something kind of heavy. We're going to start off with roughly relationships and as a topic. So we're going to talk about what is the definition, in a perfect world, that is, mind you, listeners, what is the definition of your ideal woman?
You know what, man? That's a very hard question because I have to understand how to be an ideal man before I could see or tell what an ideal woman is. So, but in my opinion, I think a woman that can mold and you can mold into the same life, just with the minor issues and arguments is cool, but I'm thinking that if you find somebody that you can mesh with, and I'm talking about you mesh with, there's no no other counterpart other than that person that can make you whole. And it ain't got to be no uncomfortable stuff. It ain't got to be no stubbornness. It's me and you against the world, and that's how I feel about you. As far as, physical attributes, I like them a little thicker. The skinny ones don't really tickle my fancy much. But,
okay, Drake.
hey. But, the ideal woman to me, I'm not a drug user. I don't smoke. I don't even drink coffee. So I can't have the drugs or the smoking. I mean, coffee I can deal with every now and then. But that's because I like white girls and they like Starbucks. I'm just playing. I shouldn't have said that. I'm saying I was live. So that's about it for me, man.
Well, a little disclaimer on the opinions and the comments mentioned on this show do not reflect that of the host. Let's just be sure about that. but seriously, the definition of I'm saying my perfect word, definition of an ideal woman. I'm gonna go. Obviously, you want to be attracted to her. That's number one. Her mind is very important. If her mind is going nowhere, where exactly is she going to help? How's she going to help me build to be a better man? If her mind itself is going nowhere, and that's nothing against that she might not be at that point where she can help anyone but herself, and that's what you're working with. Let's see what else. Goals. I guess that can attribute to the mind as well. Let me think. Just just her being herself for one. You want to see the person for who they are. Someone who's genuine. Really somebody that's going to be there for you, even at your lowest. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're not the person that you should be, but she sees that potential in you. Enough that she'll stick around as long as you don't take too long. That is, I know a lot of women have some patience, but everybody has a breaking point. So, for definition of, I'd say the ideal woman is just someone that's willing to be there for you, someone that you can build with, someone that's is strong-minded, just as well as you, and can obviously help raise a family and be a mother to your children, to your tribe. So you guys can have that that great life that you need. Just being able to come home from work, no matter what the stress was. She's there just to say, hey, I'm here for you, and it's us. Like you said, it's us against the world. So, that's my idea of an ideal woman, right? Right there. Let's actually, you know what? I got another caller. My man Joe Sneaks is another guest caller right here. I'm gonna tune him in right now. Hold on for a second.
All right.
Yo, Joe, you on, man? What's up? You.
I don't hear Joe.
I don't hear Joe either. Let me see what's happening. All right, let me see it now. All right, Joe, you on?
You hear me?
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
All right, good morning, people. I'm Joe Sneaks. How everybody doing out there?
Yeah.
Everybody
Well, Joe,
good?
tell them about your, I know you got that, that page up that, you like to post all your sneaks or whatever. So let them know, man. Let them know where they can reach you.
Oh yeah, I'm the sneaker guy. Definitely the sneaker guy. I'm always been in the sneaks, fashion, everything like that. Right now I'm at Joe Back to Life on Instagram. Any sneakers you need to get, I know plenty of people out there, connects and everything like that. I'm just a young guy out here getting it, man. I'm only 31, so.
All right.
All right, let's get into the next topic right there on relationship. All right, Joe. Since you just coming on, what's the first thing you notice in a woman, man?
First thing I notice in a woman is definitely her how she embraces everybody else. Some females, they definitely they show themselves when they comfortable around their friends or whatever. But sometimes you gotta catch them out of the element to see the real them. You know, some females they don't show their full deck of cards until it's like maybe you meet them the first couple weeks, you got a full house, and then you find out you got 2 deuces 2 months later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll pose that same question to you, E. What's the first thing you notice in a woman?
All right. Well, I mean, I am a sucker for the respect factor. I like when a woman can carry herself. When I was younger, I'm looking at titties and butts and all that stuff, man. But when I see the way a woman carry herself and in that respectful manner where you draw the respectful attention, I'm talking about the type that when you look at her, it almost intimidates you, and that's what I like. I like that because I like challenges, first of all. So that's what I noticed. I mean, the eyes and all the stuff is cool too, but what actually makes me notice is that type of vibe she pulls me into. So if it's the type of vibe, I'm like, you know what, this is something I can navigate. I like that. It's intimidating. It look like it's something behind it. I'm talking about something good and positive. So she look like she got some movement in her. That's what I noticed.
Okay. Cool. Well, I like all your BET TV One answers, but somebody's got to be honest here. The first thing that you notice when you see a woman is her appearance. So if that's just with anything though. When you go to a car lot, I'm not comparing women to cars, per se. I'm not saying a woman is a car, but just people in general. Like appearance is everything. So if that disclaimer right there. But when you go to a car lot, are you looking at the beat up clunker, or are you looking at that shiny Lamborghini? You know what I'm saying? So it really, the first thing you'll notice, I mean, that's just not that that all that should matter, like materialistic stuff, which may sound that way, but let's be honest here. The first thing that you notice on someone is their appearance. And then everything else falls into play, whether it's, that aura you get when you see her. But the first thing that's going to catch your eye is probably the way, just the way she dressed. Is she dressed like a lady, or if you're trying to talk to a girl that, has nothing against, I mean, as far as me being a straight guy, you see a female that's like in basketball shorts and a jersey, that's not, you're not going to, I don't see myself being attracted to that. I mean, some maybe, but just not, that just isn't for me. Yeah, like I said, the first thing that, I find that, I notice in a woman is roughly, her appearance, how, obviously if you're attracted to her, on a physical nature, and then you get into that more mental, that mental state, later, at next, I don't say how long later, but next you get into that mental state, and you guys start connecting, you look at each other, and then you guys, see where it goes from there.
All right.
So, all right. Let me see what the next topic. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll say we're 30 and up, all three of us here on the line. So we've been around a few things and seen some things. Do you guys feel like it's important to know how many people that your mate has been with? Now, whether that's actual intercourse or just people that they've been with in general. But I'll start with you, E.
Well, this is a good one because to me, my perspective on this changes with my maturity level. So when I was younger, yeah, it mattered how many people the girl been with because I was so stigmatized by, she been with so many people, she was just a hoe. So if I was with her, I better be there for one thing and not for nothing serious because I can't be fucked with no hoes. Well,
disclaimer.
Well, hey, look.
Let me make it known to the audience that we want people to feel like themselves when they come on the show. So however you speak is however you speak. Those that are listening in, obviously, if you feel like it's too much for you, I understand if you need to tune in elsewhere. But this is how we get down, and we're just gonna be be honest with each other here. That's what we want to present. That. So go ahead, E.
Gotta be honest. But now, I'm looking at it like this. If I see I'm 35, so I can look at my past and, if a woman asks me how many I've been with, sometimes I might not even know. And it's like that's just the truth. I stopped counting. What? I stopped counting, about 5-6 years ago. I was like, you know what, ain't no point because that number don't mean nothing. That number don't define. You know what I'm saying? but you gotta it depends on the situation, man. If I'm looking for something real serious, like say if I'm in Minot and I find a girl and she's been with 20 of the 31 dope boys here, then I probably not gonna take it too seriously. But
she'll be
that's
starring on
only
Love and
because
Hip Hop. Minot. Yeah.
Hey, gotta get up here and see it yourself, man. Trust me. But when it's a situation like that, then I have to take into consideration how my feelings are for that person. If they're very serious, and I'm gonna forgive all of that because everybody deserves a chance at love, and that's 100% real. No matter how many people you've been with, everybody deserves that chance. Now, is there a person that's gonna give that chance that can humble themselves or be able to have enough pride to say, yeah, this person been with this many people, but I still love her / him, whatever, then that's cool, So that's how I feel about it.
All right. Well, what about you, Joe?
Well, 9 times out of 10, her past, you can find out her past from, to be honest with you can find out her past from Facebook and Instagram, man. and you just gotta hope that you don't see none of your boys up there, none of your close boys or your peoples and nothing like that, man. And that's just being real because I'm from Virginia, and Virginia is very family oriented, and somebody cousin and somebody aunt and somebody this, and you mess around and fuck real sisters for real, like people do. So,
shout out to the 757, man. I love y'all.
So that's how I feel about it, man. It really doesn't matter, like talking about.
All right. Well, truth be told, I don't want to know. Sometimes ignorance is just bliss. I'd rather not know how many you've been with. You with me now? That's what's important. And if I'm doing everything right, you won't have any more. That's how I see it. Right or wrong. That's how I see it. If we're doing everything we're supposed to do, there shouldn't be any need for any new mates. Yeah, that's pretty much how I get feel on that. But I believe it is like honestly, it's a double standard. Because like if a female were to tell you her number, no matter what it is, Chris Rock said this in his stand-up, no matter what the number is, it's too much for you. It's honestly, It's too much. She could say I've been with 3, and it's like 3, or it could be 27 or even higher. I'm not one. I don't think that because you've been with so many people that I wouldn't call you a hoe per se. But that's a big number you got there. But who I'm not one to judge. That's all I'll say. Let's see. All right, we'll move on to some social issues here. So pose the question: what do you feel is wrong with society? Starting with E-Money. Go ahead, E.
All right. Well, since I just got a new nickname,
I created that E-Money. That is not to be copyrighted.
I think society as a whole, we have a huge issue with realizing who we are individually. We have a process of figuring out what we perceive about the world through the media. We never take an objective look for ourselves, and that creates the stereotypes. That creates the negative stigmas. So I think with society, as to a personal level, we need to be more in tune with ourselves to figure out how we can perceive our culture around us or everybody else's culture, because media dilutes a lot. You can learn a lot from media, but you can learn a lot of the wrong stuff, and then you end up being a Trump supporter. And I'm sorry, disclaimer, but I can't see how it's feasible for somebody to support a dude like that. Hillary ain't the best either. However, I'm gonna take the demon over the devil. I'm sorry. So, but
yeah, well, I just to let you know, I'm gonna let you know. To me, those are synonyms. So demon and devil, but whatever. We'll go we'll go from there. And,
the devil is the prince of darkness. Okay, he's the one. He's the head demon. Okay, I'll take little demon over big demon. How about that?
All right. So big Joker and little Joker. I got you. Okay. Yeah. We still getting set. I tell you that. Whether we got the big Joker or little Joker, for real. But Joe Sneaks, man, what you feel is wrong with society right now, man?
Man, I feel as though it's all about the coming up, man. As me being in my 30s, growing up, part in the 80s, part in the early 90s, and then throughout the 90s, I feel as though the older people were more in contact with us than they are now with the millennials. The millennials don't give a damn about nothing, man. They don't give a damn. If they can't get it from an iPod, their phone, the TV, the computer, they don't care. They don't read signs in the streets. There ain't no billboards like it used to be back in the day trying to sell albums or records or whatever. Most of the time what they see now, the billboards are the BS about Trump talking about this, Hillary talking about this, and other different, vote for this city mayor and vote for this. They don't care. Half of them not going to vote anyway. Because if you can't do it from the iPhone, they not going to vote. So I feel as though if you get in touch with the youth out here and get them involved, I think it'll be a whole lot better place, because the millennials, they have good ideas because they can get right to the source of it. You know what I mean? But until that happens, I feel as though we on a slow but downward spiral.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, much agreed right there. For me, the issue I see with society, it goes back to what Evan said in regards to how I don't want to put this. There's a big disconnect. Really, just a big disconnect, with the older folks, and then the younger folks. As far as like millennials go, everything is like you said with the iPod. But we have the media is one part of it that really gets in the way. I don't know, I'm rambling here a lot, but I just had to kind of format it in my brain so I can give it out to everybody. But yeah, the media itself, can give a false image in a person's brain as far as how a certain people operate, behave. Like the media paints the picture of that black people, do this, white people do this, Asian people do this, Native Americans, Latins, they do this. When in actuality, it may not even be that, it may not even be that. But because we're holding on to this idea in our mind that, okay, these people act this way, so I need to carry myself a certain way. And then some people actually make a statement without even finding it out. Most of them obviously are Trump supporters, but that's not neither here nor there. But they make statements without actually finding out if an individual is that way. You know what I mean? I've been involved with military affiliated things all my life, so I've seen different cultures, and we've embraced each other's cultures, whether it's white culture, whether it's black culture, Latin culture, man. And somehow we made it work, me, Hunt, and, the other half of E and J, Phillips, who was a white guy, we had so much fun together, and we were ourselves, Hunt coming from, Michigan, me coming from, the 757 in Virginia, and Phillips being from Tampa. We made things work. We embraced each other's culture. It just so happens we like, things, but, we're still, we still have our own, our culture. And, if people can learn to embrace each other's, culture and differences without, and actually having a conversation, then we can probably get somewhere, as a people. But everybody's too stubborn to even, hear another person out, because they'll hear something that they don't want to hear. When you gotta listen to the whole message. You gotta have an open mind. Basically, if we can get the Americans to have an open mind on things, then we can get somewhere as a people. And and this police brutality stuff we got going on right now, man, it's scary. yeah, it's scary, you know. And I don't have any answers as far as what we can do, because as far as I know, I mean, we're doing everything that we're being told to do. I mean, I don't know how much more footage we need to see that these cops are obviously doing something, you know, something wrong. And I'm not against all cops, you know. My best friend that's on the line right now was a cop, you know, in the military, you know. Right. So I mean, I'd be a hypocrite to say, you know, fuck the police or something like that, you know, on some, you know, some NWO stuff. I mean, I said NWA stuff, but that's the first mishap for the show. New World Order. Yeah, New World Order. But you get what I'm saying, man. Like, we just got, we got to do something. We got to do something, man, or they're gonna try to take us out one by one, and whether that may be blacks, and after blacks, who's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be somebody next, man. And Killer Mike made that point in his statements plenty of times. Yeah, they may be aiming. It seems like the media is directing all the shootings towards us, but eventually there's going to be a new black, and then those people to be taken out. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah, that's true. 100.
All right. Let me see. All right, we're moving to something a little on a lighter note than what we're speaking right now. We're going to go into something that's real debatable in barbershops, on the basketball court. We're going to talk about music. You know that. We're going to talk about music right now. So I'm going to ask Joe, because I know me and Joe go back to, you know, high school, man, and with our music, you know, sitting in class just singing random raps, random songs, or whatever that was, you know, going on at the time. But Joe, what's currently playing on your phone right now, man, when you ride in the car?
Right now, man, I'm a mood type of guy. So definitely last night I was bumping that MMM Money Making Mitch, because I've been working a lot of OT lately. So but currently right now I'm listening to that new Travis Scott, Birds in the Trap, Sang the Night. Real open dude, man. I like Travis Scott, man. It's one of the newer guys that I do like, because it ain't a whole lot of them that I like. So yeah, I'm bumping that Travis Scott right now.
Okay. What about you, E?
To Pimp a Butterfly. As soon as I get on my bike, man, come around. You know, I barely get in my truck unless I got to get the kids. But I go ahead and plug in, man. The first one that come on is We're Gonna Be All Right. Every time I get on the bike. Every time. So.
Yeah. Well, me being Mr. Music, man, I listen to roughly everything. But who gets the most play out of me normally is J. Cole, Born Center. That's like my gym album. Like, I constantly work out to Born Center, and then obviously the latest one, whatever, the College Drive Exit, whatever the name is, name of a street, whatever that album is. I listen to that one. 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Forest Hills Drive.
Whatever.
Yeah, Forest Hills
Drive. Yeah, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Yeah, I listen to that one a lot too. But let's see what else. Oh, NWA. Not that NWO group I was talking about earlier. I watched them.
Right.
But,
NWA.
Not the new one. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I listen to a lot of NWA. Really, yeah, like I'm with you on that, Joe. As far as being a mood guy, man, like when I get off of work, I'll listen to like classical. You know what I'm saying? Like classical music sometimes. Big band, really. Tony Bennett, Sinatra, Kenny G, just to set that mood or whatever. Favorite artist of all time. I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson. That's probably everybody's, predominantly everybody's answer. But yeah, for me, Mike. I mean, anybody that knows me, man, I knew it if it was Mike. You know, whatever Mike did, I knew it. But I gotta say, for the current guys, man, the artist that sticks out to me the most, that does it for me, is Logic. I don't know if anybody's heard Logic, but I love Logic to death, man. Like, Under Pressure is that album. Under Pressure
Staples,
is that album, my dude. Like I love that album with the passion. You know, that's probably like the go whenever me and my lady go on a trip. You know, it's always Under Pressure. You know, that gets played eventually. That's probably the most played album in the car, in the house, when like cleaning up and stuff like that. But you know, I love Under Pressure. The latest mixtape he had, Bobby Tarantino. I just love Logic. All right, let me get into the next question on music. All right.
Let me interrupt 1 second. So y'all Virginia boys, right?
Yes, sir.
You want me to tell you the first album that I actually kind of like fell in love with, and it was something different. It was Nerd, man. It was Nerd.
Yeah.
I had no idea who they were. My homeboy put me on, and I was like, "Who's this Pharrell Williams cat?" And it was Nerd, man. It was the first album. And I was in Turkey sitting in the dorms like, "Yo, this is." I was bumping Bobby James.
Yeah, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, dude. When we, as a kid growing up in Virginia, man, when we first heard "Grinding" by the Clip, you know, by the Clip. Let me tell you, dude, that was like our anthem. You know, at the cafeteria table. I mean, that was like the go-to beat to do just for anybody that's gonna rap at the table. Grinding. That's what we played, man. We loved our Virginia artists, man. Like, you know, Timberland, Missy, Pharrell. But Pharrell just is. I would say Timberland first, and then like maybe Pharrell. I go back and forth with it, man, as far as the impact that they have on me as a music producer, because like Pharrell has such a different sound. You know what I mean? Like you can pick it. You could have such a distinctive sound that you know a Pharrell record when you hear it. You know. Right. And like when he used to produce for Noriega, you know, that thing was, you know, it was fire.
That's a song. That's that Neptune song right there, man.
Exactly. That was his impression of the Neptune sound right there. It ain't like today
where the producers got to shout out their name over every song. You know, Mike, Will, made it. And there's some good beats and stuff, but if we know it's you got your own sound.
All the sound, it sounded like, to be honest.
Exactly.
And that
they got to
put
their name on it.
That leads into my next question to pose to you guys. Has hip hop progressed or regressed in recent years?
I think it's regressed. I think it's regressed. Like you said, like we were talking about, everything sounds just alike. If Future get on the track, it's the same track that he just made with Drake, no matter the artist that he just made it with. And that whole with him and Drake up there, it's the same song, man. They talk about the same thing. Strippers,
the
money.
Bubbles.
Strippers, money, and
that's
strippers,
funny.
money, and clothes and cars and everything, man. It's the same thing, man. That's why I actually look forward to like Fabulous mixtapes and different stuff like that, because it's coming from a different perspective, man. I love New York rap, man. And by the way, just to let y'all know, Freddie versus Jason is coming out soon, yo. Him and Jadakiss. So that real quick.
That's gonna be dope. I appreciate you plugging that in. You know, promoting right there. You know. No, like I said, with Future, man, like I tried it. You know, my boy, Kroom, who will be another guest up here eventually on the show, man. He tried to tell me to listen to the Future, and I tried it, and I listened to what's the song, The Bubbles of Commas or whatever. You know, I tried that. It didn't work for me. You know, the Bubbles of Commas. I don't know what's up with Future, Migos. You know, I respect the hustle, man. I mean, if it's selling, it's selling. People are buying it, so you know, I respect the hustle. But I like my artists to open their mouths. The only artists I can tolerate that don't open their mouth when they rap to me is Bone Thugs. You know, that's it. There's only room. I got room for them, but that'll be it. So E, what you think about hip hop progressing or regressing?
Well, I'm definitely agreeing with the masses that we are regressing in hip hop. The reason why is gone from being the voice. It's gone from being a voice of the people to just flat out entertainment. You know, like I was a Tupac fan since I knew who he was. I was a Biggie fan. I mean, Nas, Raekwon, like all of them. I was fans of all of them rappers because they were rapping about something. You know, and it was like some of them was kind of thuggish, some of them was kind of glorifying the money and stuff. But it's a far cry from what it is today. I mean, today I tried, like you said, man. I tried to listen. I tried Future. I tried Fetty Wap. Drake is alright. You know? I tried some of these other rappers. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what I can do. And it's all like, like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Sounds like
man?
somebody
Like,
trying to imitate Bill Cosby. Yeah.
But I mean, I do see the hustle. I do see the entertainment factor that it does sell because I see the younger generation. They like it when they come on. I don't know if they can, but and that's okay. But music to me, rap particularly, needs to have some substance. It has to be something that I can rap and like, I see where this person came from, not Young Thug, because I can't. That is the worst person I've ever seen in my life.
My artists don't wear dresses.
Yeah, that's true, man.
I wish Nas would come on stage in a damn skirt. I wish Nas would do that shit.
Man.
I tell you, man, I was riding with my nephews in the car. We went to Busch Gardens one day, and I was playing my music, man. Jada came on, and some old Jay-Z came on, some R&B came on, and they was like, yo, they looked at me and said, you ain't got no 21 Savage.
What?
Name alone does it for me. I don't even gotta know who that artist is. The name is 21 Savage.
Oh my
God! I said, hold on, man. I said 21 Savage probably can't spell 21 Savage. Man, I was about to put him out of the car right there on 64, make him walk. Oh my goodness!
Get out.
Like seriously though, man. We gotta do something. I think the torch wasn't passed well, and that gotta fall on us, man. That falls on our generation as far as artists goes. They didn't pass the torch well, because how in the hell do you get stuff like a Fetty Wap? Because I mean, let's think about it though. You remember Nas had that one album that was like real materialist. Was it Nostradamus or whatever? He did a video for that, and it was like real shiny suit. I think that kind of like tainted, the art form, and it does. You get like that with the industry. After a while, you make your core albums. Like you get your what's Nas' first joint, man. Illmatic. You get an Illmatic. You get an album like Illmatic, then you get it was written. I Am, and then after a while, you making good money, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get blinded. I'm not saying Nas didn't, spit anything, lyrical, but as far as like the presentation goes, because that's what it is, the visual that we get, as far as like the videos, and it was shiny suit, man. That was like Diddy's time. He was everywhere. Diddy's shining everything, and I feel like, it plays a part in our history of hip hop, but it kind of built that bridge to where, like, man, how do we get here? And look at Diddy. Diddy affiliates with the artists that are out right now. Diddy will find a way to be active.
Put most of them out.
He's been around since Jodeci, man. Since Jodeci. Yeah. And he's in French Montana videos, still doing Take That, and he's still around. So if anybody, I want to put the blame on Diddy. That's what I'm gonna do. Damn it, it's Diddy's fault.
Hashtag Diddy's fault.
It's Diddy's fault, man. But let's move on to I got a next question for you, and then we'll move on to sports after this. All right, top 5 favorite albums that you listen to the most. Go ahead, Joe.
We got Blueprint, College Dropout.
Boom.
Let me see. You got Stank On You.
It's hard. I know it's hard, man, because I said 5.
I got to redo my list. I got to redo my list.
I definitely listen to Biggie's I definitely listen to Biggie's greatest hits, and
that's all you really got.
Definitely. Yeah, that's it. And my fifth one, I would say, I'll say the Carter 2.
Right. All right, go ahead, E. What you got?
All right. Well, I'm a Detroit boy. You know what I'm saying? So the Romey-Mak LP is one of my one of my favorites, man. Then the Romey-Mak his second LP, that's still one of my favorites up there. Now I'm gonna go back to All Eyes on Me was still plays in my stuff right now. Kendrick Lamar's 2 albums, Compton and Butterfly, those two. Kendrick Lamar impressed me off the jump. I mean, down from ADHD, I was like, yo, this cat's about to blow up, and boom. So I think just picking 5 is hard because I can't leave out Jay-Z's Black Album or Blueprint. I can't leave out It Was Written Tonight. I can't leave out the other Pac and Biggie albums.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but then, I even like LL's first album. Like, I don't know. It's hard, man. 5 is just, that's narrowing it down. That's like the college football playoffs. It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's whatever vibing,
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
Top 5 right now. It changes, yo.
Yeah, for the current moment, man, these 5 albums that do it for me, like I can let them play. Like if they was an LP, or 8-track or whatever, you play them and you're not able to skip. You got to listen to the whole album. For me,
right.
College Dropout. That album came out when I was in the basic training for the Air Force. So the first album I played when I got out of when we graduated, I'm talking about I had to have College Dropout. When I heard Through the Wire did something to me when I heard it. Like the first time I heard that, that style of sampling. What's in the Under Pressure, of course. To Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah, I'm with you on the All Eyes on Me. I can listen to All Eyes on Me. That's what is that 4, and Reasonable Doubt, which I neglected to mention.
Okay.
So, Reasonable Doubt is like that album for me. I love the Can I Live? That joint.
Right.
Feeling It. The album was just great, man. It was just great, and it was raw. Jay-Z. It was before all everything we know him to be now. And it was Dead Presidents, both 1 and 2. Love that. Let me tell you a funny story about that. My cousin, my cousin Corey, matter of fact, I remember being 13 years old and being in his room. You like that little cuz or whatever, just being around. And he had this album, and it said Reasonable Doubt on it. And I was like, who the hell is Jay? I'm thinking to myself at the time, who the hell is Jay-Z? And this just shows where my knowledge was of hip-hop at the time. And then not knowing that, like, 10 years later, I be playing Reasonable Doubt, like, faithfully, back to back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, that was like that. I remember the first time I saw that album, there was no promotion on Reasonable Doubt. He had a couple, at least what I remember growing up watching BET music videos. I don't remember seeing too much promotion on Reasonable Doubt. They had the Ain't No song or whatever with Foxy Brown. They had that joint, and that was about as much promotion as I heard on it. But yeah, those 5 albums, they did it for me. Sorry, we got like 15 minutes left in the show, so let me jump into what everybody wants to talk about, man. Sports topic, man. At least for all the men, that is. Gaga's doing the damn Super Bowl. How we feel about that, man? I'm gonna tell you right now. I do not want to see Lady Gaga come out in, like, I don't know, a pregnant stomach and sing to us about Poker Face or whatever. I would like, I recommend some different artists, than
She could
that.
have done so
And
much better.
Lady
We
Gaga's
could have
great.
done better.
Don't get me wrong. She's a great artist, man. But I don't know about Super Bowl if we need that.
Man, it's a straight up joke, man. It's a joke.
But
It's
why?
I
horrible.
don't know who else they're gonna show. Who's gonna headline?
My
after
thing
this,
is
man.
this, man. Why not? Let's go with the people that are actually hot right now. When's the last time you heard a Gaga song on the damn radio?
Well, I don't listen to the radio, so
You know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
I don't listen to the radio either, but I mean, you've been in, you like ride around cars and you don't hear Gaga's music. So, yeah, like I would say, I recommended Drake. Somebody like Drake should probably do
right, and
the Super
that
Bowl,
would be all right.
because he accommodates both, everybody.
Right across
The
both
females,
platforms.
the females, the males. He
he's
can start
rap.
out, he can come out with that 0 to 100, and then somehow get into just how da 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 da. Come out singing like that or whatever, and it'd be cool. And the girls will love it. Like the fellas be like, all right, I'm gonna go get some beer. He's singing that crap now, so I'm gonna go get a beer too. And then the ladies,
Exactly.
sit there and watch that shit.
Exactly. I think the Super Bowl, the committee, they want to play it safe because the Super Bowl is a national event. So if they do anything too far left or too far right, it's going to say that the Super Bowl is endorsing this or that. Ever since Janet Jackson put her titty out, it's been a wrap, man. So they've been trying to play it safe ever since then. So I think Lady Gaga, even though she is one of the most risque artists out there,
Artists, yeah.
Artists, she's safe. She's safe to put on TV for the Super Bowl.
I don't see how she's
Drake is
safe.
How
the hell is she safe? She came out as raw meat. Yeah, she wearing meat jackets. Oh, here you go. Again, that's the disclaimer here. The opinions.
I'm wrong.
I mean, we got some. Don't get me wrong. We got a couple of people that do some weird stuff too. Now, let's just we don't want to put it all on white people. Don't
outcasts out there.
Yeah, exactly. Andre might come out in a diaper. Look at P-Funk. What they came out in. They came straight out. They look like babies straight out of outer space.
Yeah. Yeah. Could get CeeLo Green to do it.
Yeah.
He
might
roll out in a gum. He might come out in. He might come out in a gumball, rolling on stage.
With his size 2 shoes on.
I see you riding around town with the girl I know.
Well, I love that impression right there. That was awesome. That was like Prince meets CeeLo Green. Yeah. Right. So CeeLo Prince.
Well, somebody else gonna come out with her, so we'll see who that is. I mean, you know how they do that.
All right. What we're gonna do is we got week 4 coming up. We already know the Bengals beat the Dolphins, man. But I'm gonna run off the games for the week, and y'all just shout out who you think is gonna win that if you can, because it might be tough. I got Colts over Jaguars. What y'all think?
True.
I agree.
All right. Patriots over Bills.
Agreed.
False.
Ooh. Yeah, false. They're gonna take that L this weekend. All right, we got Redskins. I got Redskins over the Browns in Washington.
Browns.
Well, let's see. I'll stick with it. Titans over the Texans.
Yeah.
Sure. We're gonna go. All right. Seahawks over the Jets.
Jets.
I'm taking Jets.
All right. Okay. Lions over Bears.
Lions.
Of course, you go Lions.
Yeah, I go with them Lions, man. I like them Lions this year.
All right.
Matt Stafford on my fantasy team.
This might draw a lot of people back. But I got Falcons over Panthers.
Ooh. You know what?
Which Falcons are you talking about? 96 Falcons.
What are they at?
Nah, the Atlanta Falcons.
Deion Sanders still playing for them Falcons.
What are they playing at?
No, they're playing in Atlanta, man. Playing in Atlanta.
All right, well, let's go Atlanta.
I got Cam down.
Cam. All right. Ravens over Raiders.
Nah, the Raiders moving, man. They moving this year.
They are moving. I think Raiders too.
Yeah, all right. I got Steve Smith getting in somebody's head on the defense. That's why I'm rolling with that. Flacco's been all right, 3-0. Raiders are 2-1. Broncos over Buccaneers.
Ooh, that can be defensive battle, bro.
Ooh.
Defense, man. Defense wins games, man.
I got to go with the Broncos, even though I don't like them that much.
Yeah. And then, of course, I should be ashamed to say this, but I got Cowboys over my 49ers this Sunday in San Francisco. Well, Santa Clara.
We taking that, man.
We think so?
Man. Cap coming in the second quarter. Afro Thunder is coming in the second quarter.
Oh, no.
No, man.
Oh.
No. Chip Kelly got them Jim Crow laws, man. He ain't going to allow Kaepernick to play, man.
Afro Thunder coming in, man.
All right, I tell you, yeah. Rams over the Cardinals.
No, Cardinals.
Ooh.
Yeah, tripping.
I think the Rams can get it.
The Cardinals. I mean, Palmer got a lot to prove, man. Palmer he hasn't been on point since that playoff game against the Packers.
Well, we got to revisit this Sunday.
Yeah, I got Saints over the Chargers.
Are they in San Diego?
Yeah, they're in San Diego.
Saints are a better road team, so I'll go with the Saints.
But it's just been horrid. That defense that the Saints have right now is horrid. And wait till Pueblo get on here. He'll talk about it, man. And if I really need to get a disclaimer, I'm telling you.
They've been horrible.
Yeah. That defense, man, is horrible. Wait, I'm telling you.
Rob Ryan.
Tell you. Yo, Ev, when Ash get on here, man, this thing is gonna be hilarious, man. You know how passionate he is about the damn Saints.
Yes.
And then we got Steelers over the Chiefs.
Yeah. I'll go to Steelers on that too.
Yeah, I like Steelers.
Steelers got to bounce back from last week.
Steelers, I believe, are the best. I think they're the best team this year. Despite that loss last Sunday, I still think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best team this year, and they should make Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got them picked to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Vikings. I don't see them going to the AFC Championship.
Yeah. And then the Monday night game is Vikings over. I got Vikings over the Giants.
Vikings. They I don't like them at all, but they look good, man. Even with AP out, they still look good. That's crazy.
I tell you, man. I tell you, when Eli got that head bending a lot, and the way he's throwing the ball right now, he got when he get in that radio mode.
Uh-huh.
He can
call it radio, man.
Oh no!
I got mashed potatoes today. I got mashed potatoes.
He definitely on the radio mode, man. He's balling out, man.
Oh, man. Y'all do stupid. Y'all guys wrong, man. Y'all, that's messed up, bro. But we got 5 minutes left in the show, man. I want to let my guest co-host say whatever they want to say, as far as they felt about the first official show. So I'm gonna go with you, Joe. What you think of the first show?
Yeah, man, we touched some good subjects. Talking on the broad spectrum of music, just pop culture, point blank period, what's going on now. I think it's a good thing to be down to earth and actually be able to speak your mind, because a whole lot of people can't, because they got that person over top pointing at them and, hey, you can't say this, you can't say that. But with this right here, you can really speak your mind and be yourself, be in your own comfort zone, and talk about subjects that that you can relate to. So right. I think we did good.
Okay. What you think, E?
I liked it. I liked the first show. We first throw clear, but
yep, there it is right there, DJ Cool.
Take it, play my brother, my bro. We touched on a lot of stuff. I think on the next show, let's get more into some political stuff and I guess the pop gossip we didn't really get into. Current events is big. We got a couple of got a train accident yesterday, a train derailment in New Jersey. I mean, I was an engineer, so that kind of stuff I like to talk about because a lot of people don't know the inside of a train like that. So
okay,
yeah, stuff like that. I'll put that on our show.
All right, bet. That'll work. Yeah, and also look out for the E&J podcast coming to you soon. It'll be my man Evan Hunt here that's on the line that's been making you guys laugh and kind of give you a little perspective on things, as well as John Phillips, the other half of the the E&J team. And I'm definitely gonna have my man Joe Sneaks, man. Me and Joe been down since we were little tykes, man. Want to have him come back on the show and just be a part of it, man. And maybe we can get something big from this thing. Got a little over 3 minutes left. I want to be able to for Evan to give your social media contacts in case anybody want to contact you if you have that available, and if not, then we'll press on and see this again. Joe can recite what his social media contact.
All right. Well, as of right now, we don't have an E&J page up running yet, but you can go to my page. It's Evan Hunt on Facebook. Type in Evan Hunt. You see the first black dude with the Michigan label plastered all over my profile picture. Go there. You'll find links to the Romey-Mak 2 Cent show and our E&J show as soon as it pops up. So there you go.
All right. What you got, Joe?
All right. I'm Joe Back to Life on Instagram, and I'm Joe Collins III on Facebook. Hit me up. We can talk about sneak sports, money, cars, clothes, hoes, anything goes.
God, oh.
We can talk about all of that, yo. That's what I got, yo. If you can't find me on Facebook, just look for the Chris Rock CB4 picture.
I found it already.
That's me.
All right. And information on how to contact the host, Romey-Mak. I got Facebook /Romey-Mak 2 Cents. That's the number 2, and then spelled cents out, SENSE, and not cents like my co-host decided to spell it, but just messing. Instagram @Romey_Mak. Same thing with Twitter @Romey_Mak, and then on YouTube you can research the Romey-Mak 2 Cents on YouTube, and you'll see the page come up right there. I want to leave everybody with the quote for the week. Let me get that pulled up real quick. All on delay. Yeah. Let's see here. All right. My quote for the week for everybody is, I really wanted to give up, but then I remembered my purpose. I made that quote up myself. Now, that's just for anybody that's like going through something, like you initially planned to, do something great, and somehow along the line you got off track, but, you got to remember what the reason you're doing this whole thing. For a while, it took me a while to start this Romey-Mak podcast, because I kind of got, had like that fear of what if it doesn't work? What if it does work? What if I make a mistake? But then I got like encouraged by, one of my best friends, John Phillips and Evan Hunt. They were all about, hey, let's go ahead and get this podcast thing going. So here we are. But this is Romey-Mak of the Romey-Mak 2 Cents. Definitely leave your comments on our pages. Let us know what you think of the show, and we'll tune into you next week. We're out.
Out.
All right. Out.